Autopilot. You're doing everything, replying to emails within 5 minutes, showing up before everyone else, saying yes to things you don't have time for, and somehow finding the time anyway. From the outside, you look like someone who has figured everything out, organized, motivated, in control, but inside something feels slightly mechanical about all of it. Like you're completing a checklist instead of living a day. But it works. The results keep coming, and as long as the results keep coming, you don't stop to ask how you're actually doing. That's the strange part. Burnout rarely starts with a breakdown. Most of the time, it looks like success. Invisible overload. At some point, you stop getting tired in the normal way. You don't crash at night. You don't wake up truly rested in the morning. You stay in this constant middle level of tension, like an engine that never fully turns off. Coffee doesn't give you energy anymore. It just brings you back to a level that used to feel normal. You sleep, but sleep doesn't seem to restore anything. And slowly, your brain stops separating urgent things from important things. Everything starts feeling equally demanding, and when something becomes normal, you stop asking whether it should be. Neglect. You didn't decide to stop taking care of yourself. It happened slowly. You started sleeping a little less, eating a little faster. Breaks became shorter, walks started waiting. Phone calls with friends too. The explanation is always the same. Busy period. Just a few more days. Then everything goes back to normal, but a few more days keeps moving further away. And without realizing it, your personal needs stop feeling necessary. They start feeling like something you can only afford when there's extra time left. Distance. You don't call it cynicism, you call it realism. Things start feeling farther away. Meetings start feeling pointless. Enthusiastic people start feeling naive. Conversations start feeling noisy. You didn't become cold, you became distant, and that distance feels useful. It protects you, it helps you use less energy. But the thing that protects you from the weight also protects you from everything else. Slowly, you stop feeling the good things too. Accumulation. You've always had a lot to do. The difference is that there used to be an ending. You used to finish something and actually feel like you finished something. Now you don't. You complete one task and move directly to the next one. You check off one box and another appears. The list keeps growing. And at some point, you stop asking yourself what you're building. You only ask yourself what's still left. Isolation. You didn't decide to isolate yourself. It happened gradually. You postponed drinks because you were tired, canceled dinner because you had too much to do, started replying to messages later and later. People stopped insisting. Now entire days, sometimes weeks, can pass without seeing anyone outside of work. And the strange part is that you don't really miss it. Or at least not in the way you think you should. Mistakes. You've always paid attention to details. You've always checked things twice. Then one day, you send a message to the wrong person. Forget something you never forget. Read something you wrote, and it almost doesn't feel like you wrote it. Under constant pressure, the brain starts conserving energy. It starts saving resources wherever it can, and the first places it takes them from are attention, memory, and focus. The body, at first, it speaks quietly. A headache that comes back too often. Tension in your shoulders that never fully goes away. Sleep that doesn't restore you. Then it starts speaking louder. Strange pain, constant fatigue. Small things that stop working the way they used to. The body does something interesting when the mind keeps ignoring signals. It makes them harder to ignore. Emptiness. You've been waiting for this moment for months, maybe years. The promotion, the project, the result, the number. Then it finally arrives, and nothing happens. Maybe you feel something for a few hours, maybe a day. Then everything feels exactly the same again. You thought the problem was the distance between you and the goal. Then you realize the problem was the way you were running toward it, the collapse. Most people think burnout starts here, when getting out of bed feels difficult, when simple tasks suddenly feel heavy, when your body finally starts saying no. But this is rarely the beginning. It's only the point where the signs become impossible to ignore. Everything was already there. The tension, the distance, the mistakes, the body. The collapse isn't where the story begins, it's the moment you finally see it. Recovery. Recovery doesn't look like a free weekend. It doesn't look like a vacation. The first few weeks often feel worse. Because when you stop running, you finally start feeling everything you were keeping away. The exhaustion, the sadness, the confusion. Many people think this means something is going wrong. Very often, it means the opposite. It means the system is finally lowering its guard. If you recognized yourself somewhere in this story, there are many more patterns like this hidden in the way our minds work. Subscribe for more.